Clayface on a Warner Brothers role here. This has been greenlit for its own film. You're familiar with Clayface?
A little.
Big villain from the animated series. That's when I first came to know him.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
They haven't really mentioned him at all in anything else.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not something that people either remember as much, or it's not as big of a character as maybe that should be, or whatnot. So.
Yeah, and a lot of people are fearing this because of the Joker standalone film, which a lot of people loved. But the Folie à Deux, which is on Max now. That is, I think, put a bad taste in people's mouths. But what's nice about this is Matt Reeves is producing this.
Now, and this is in like that Matt Reeves world, right?
I'm guessing if he's producing it, it's going to film early next year. With the release date of September 11th. Ooh, bad day to choose. 2016. So is that? I don't know. It's a metaphor.
2016 means 2026.
Or 2026.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're past 2016. So
yeah, unless they can release it in the past, that would be
I mean,
interesting.
I guess they
Right?
could.
Yeah, you just download
might be
it
better.
currently. Like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah, Mike Flanagan. He's the writer-director of Dr. Sleep. He pitched this project back in 2023, and he actually tweeted about his goal back in 2021 for a standalone Clayface film. He wanted to make it like a horror thriller tragedy film.
Which that's perfect. That's how it should be.
I mean,
And make
really
it like
could do
make it
something
very
with it.
like
Yeah.
noirish
Yeah.
too. Like even
Yeah.
if it's not set
Right.
in like modern day times, I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much open field. Like you can do whatever you want with this character. I mean, he's an actor who's deformed, and Mike Flanagan won't be able to direct this. He's working on Blumhouse's next Exorcist film, and he's also adapting Stephen King's Carrie to Amazon. I don't know if it's a movie or a series because they just did the movie remake. I don't know how long ago that was, but I mean, if anyone can do it,
it's been a few years since they did the remake.
Yeah,
and
but the Dr. Sleep I think was a success.
Dr. Sleep was
like that.
I like that movie. That was good.
You didn't like it as much?
No, I couldn't. I mean, I watched it.
Yeah,
but
it's not often that. Here's where Dr. Sleep wins me over. It's not often that there is a movie where there's a scene in a movie that's not even like gory or gratuitous that I'm like, oh man, this is just hard for me to fucking watch.
Yeah.
And that movie had like a 3 or 4 minute scene where I'm like, this is just fucking excruciating. As a father of a son, like to watch this scene, it's like painful.
Oh shit, yeah.
But that was good because it evoked that kind of a reaction for me. And I'm somewhat dead on the inside, so that hardly ever happens. So Mike Flanagan got a lot of praise from me for that.
Well, and it's awesome what he did, which is like he made the adaptation to the book. But he also made a sequel to The Shining, which Stephen King had to take some convincing because he's not a great fan of the Kubrick's film. So they were able to mirror both, or kind of merge them a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was really cool how he pulled that off. So, I think this could be something really cool. I love Clayface. He was introduced in 1940. I guess he was an early Batman villain. Originally, he was a deformed, washed-up actor, and he committed crimes wearing a clay
like mask type. Yeah.
Which mimicked a character he played in a film or something. And then he became Supernatural in 1961. And, of course, then he appeared on the animated series, which is how I knew
That's
him.
where I learned of Clayface, too. Because I wasn't really a Batman reader ever. So
Yeah, I just basically knew Joker, Penguin, all the human ones.
ones you
from
normally
the Adam West TV show.
Well, in my toys I had Riddler and which is so cool. I forget the line who produces them, but they're producing them again in the old. Is it Kenner? I don't know. But
are you talking like? Are you talking about from like
Super Friend line kind of?
Oh yeah. Was that? Well, it used to be. Wasn't it Mego that did?
It wasn't Mego, I don't think.
And then
these are smaller. These are like
you're kind of talking about like the same scale as like the Secret Wars.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's
it was
right.
Kenner, I think, that did it.
Yeah, they got the
mistaken.
classic vintage box. You can see them in toy stores now. They have changed their bodies a little bit, but they still have the same. Like, I don't think their arms can move. They just do this shit.
Yeah, it's like 5 points of articulation. Like the head will swivel, the move at the shoulders kind of up and down, and then the legs will move like up and down.
And then it's funny because back in the day when the '89 Batman came out, they didn't really have toys ready for it, so they basically just took these old toys and spray painted them. Like my Penguin figure from Returns was basically painted. Those figures, so it's pretty funny. It looked nothing like Danny DeVito's Penguin either.
No, it looked like a classic Penguin.
Yeah, it did. It looked like kind of what I wanted to see.
Maybe they want to waste the money at that time if the movie wasn't all that great.
I don't know. I mean, Star Wars wasn't even really ready to have toys. And like, oh, people want toys? Okay.
They should probably do the same now.
Here's a waiting list.
They should probably do the same now with some of these movies. They not make...
They make
so much hype or toys or whatever until they know for sure that it's going to do well.
Yeah.
Because you're putting all that money out there and then you put all these toys up there that no one's going to want to buy. So
I keep looking at the Red Hulk figures. I'm like, yeah, I think that's just a repaint. That's it.
Well, of course, yeah. You don't need to remold a Green Hulk into a Red Hulk. You can just repaint it.
That doesn't look like Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was actually voiced by Ron Perlman in the animated series. And then I guess he was featured in Gotham, the live action series. And then he was also in Harley Quinn, the animated series that Max has. Alan Tudyk voices him. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Alan Tudyk. I was just watching like Creature Commandos the other day, and I was like, he does the voice of Dr. Phosphorus in that.
Yes.